More than 21% of Minnesotans are living with Alzheimer's disease, and that number is only growing as the state's population ages.
In recent years, there has been a growing call to reimagine how we approach a dementia diagnosis and death. You may remember Cheryl Hauser. Our Joe Schmidt, who used to work here at KSTP, brought us her story just before she died in June of 2023.
When I was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, I knew right away that I would not allow anybody to take my dignity. I'm not going to hell. I'm going to do it my way.
A life well lived and a death well planned.
My brother died of Alzheimer's. We actually watched him suffering.
She decided she would hasten death through a process called VSED, voluntarily stop eating and drinking.
I'd like to welcome Wendy and Cheryl up to the stage.
I wanted to educate people so that they know they have choices.
Well, Cheryl's daughters, Wendy Brown and Sarah Longacre, are joining us this morning with their plans to carry on their mother's message. It's so nice to have both of you here with us.
Thanks for having us.
Your mom was so brave. How are you doing since her passing?
Oh, we miss her madly, but she definitely lives on every single day.
For people who didn't get to see that story that Joe did, tell us a little bit about your mom.
Our mom was all yes. She lived life with only positive energy. Every single day, she looked at the day like, what are we gonna do? Bring it on. That was her message. She never said no. Whether she was hiking the Camino Santiago by herself or just doing her daily projects, she was all in.
She was a great dancer too, by the way.
Great dancer.
The videos that
Educator, yes, yes.
So tell us a little bit about your family. Tell us about her decision when she said she wanted to come to you. She's diagnosed with dementia. We saw from that clip, you know, she watched her brother suffer with this. What was it like for her getting that diagnosis, and kind of walk us through the journey that your family went on with this?
Yeah, she was very comfortable speaking out loud about options in life in general. And so when she learned that there was this option to VSED, it was really a bit of a no-brainer that she knew she would, want to hasten death because she didn't want to live the last few stages of Alzheimer's because she did watch her brother. And then being this natural educator and storyteller, when she had this opportunity to share the story with the public, it was something that she thought, well, yes, this is how you connect with people. You know, storytelling is something that she naturally could bring on into her home. So she was able to share with Compassionate Choices and the Star Tribune her choice to VSED. And with that, I think she could start seeing this natural reaction to people wanting to know more about this option.
When she told you guys about her decision to do this, what was your reaction? You know, we were talking during the break there, and I'm like, there had to be a moment of feeling, you know, like you were like, wait, no, I want more time. A little selfishness, I guess we could say, on our end. And how did you react to this news?
Well, I think the best part is that Wendy, my sister, is a death doula. I actually happen to be a birth doula, and there was a lot of research that went in before this. Even before her diagnosis, we knew that Alzheimer's was in our family. There's a fabulous book that is almost a guide in someone's story. Wendy brought it to all of us. So we had been talking about it. And I think that's really the important piece too about this documentary and what we're sharing is that we know that people are born and we hope that everybody dies. Why aren't we talking about it in this culture and today with our families about what we want for our last days and weeks and years? And what does death look like? So when she came to us to say yes, we had really already done that. And that's why you hire a death doula. That's why you talk about this. And that's why we have to bring the story out to the public.
You're right. People don't talk about it, right? You suffer in your own environment with your own family and your own things going on, but there are resources available, there are support available.
Right.
What kinds of things are available for people, Wendy?
As Sarah mentioned, end-of-life doulas are very helpful because they open up that conversation. They hold that space for families to be able to talk about choices. I would say speaking with palliative care teams, even your interns, to see what choices make the most sense for families at a certain time, and then looking at resources and organizations like VSED Resources Northwest, Compassion Choices, where there's actually tools on their site that share the steps in order to V said, you need to be organized. You need to make sure, especially after a diagnosis, you need to start having these conversations fairly soon. This, I would say the film in general is about, yes, V said, but we want people to feel educated about how to feel grounded and empowered if this is something that they're considering, and to know that there are resources out there which you're able to honor your end of life and in a dignified way.
And this is different than some states that have assisted. We want to make that very clear because it is legal in this state, and a lot of people don't know they have that option. Were you surprised? I mean, you guys have done your research, but a lot of families out there don't know that VSED is an option for families.
I mean, most people don't. They confuse medical aid in dying with VSED, and VSED is legal in every state. That is something that my mom was not aware of, and so I think even just educating people to understand, if they don't want a VSED, fine, but let's talk about what you're wanting at the end of life. Let's talk about how you still can live a full life, but have control over what end of life looks like for you.
And not waiting too long to have those conversations.
Yeah. You mentioned the documentary. Tell us a little bit about what you're working on.
We had a film crew approach us about 2 years before we lost our mother, and they said there's a story to be told. Yeah. So they followed us on daily basis. Everything from her morning routines. Mornings were very hard for my mother. Getting dressed, wondering what was she going to do? What was the day about? They would come over and tape. They also came to birthday parties, and then they were there for all 9.5 days that she was going through VSED. We are taking that documentary. It is a 501c3. We are fundraising right now because we want to bring this to educate and to share a story. We want this to be a powerful film that people are talking about. And we believe that we have everything set up and ready.
What's the one thing you miss about your mom?
Oh.
You only pick, I know, picking one is going to be so hard.
Touching her.
Yeah, I was going to say touch.
Yeah, just her chest, touching her. Just, yeah. I can feel her. I can hear her voice everywhere. But you just want to hold her.
Do you still have the matching swimsuit?
We have the matching swimsuit, and Wendy and I are blessed with wearing lots of her pieces. So, yeah.
She's with us all the time. We get to be with her when we share these stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's so touching. We'll look for your documentary. Thank you both.
Thank you for having us.
If you would like to learn more about the film, The Cheryl Hauser Effect, or watch the previous coverage of Cheryl's story, again, making me tear up right now just thinking about it, we posted links at minnesotalive.com.